Okay, class, we are ready to begin. Water, water. That's right. For those of you who missed on Tuesday, we started class by using an attention getter. An attention getter is a catchy phrase that we say that allows you to know that we are ready to start class and that you must be quiet and pay attention. So when I say water, water, you say shh. We chose this attention getter because our topic for today and Tuesday is water. We say water, water, shh, because if you think about how water sounds when you're listening to it in a waterfall or when you're running your sink, you hear shh. So for those of you who are absent, we have some reviewing to do. Our topic for Tuesday was Earth's water. Not just anything about Earth's water, but how Earth's water is distributed. Does anybody know what the word distribution means? Distribution means how the water is broken up. There are 5 different parts of Earth's water. They consist of salt, ground, frozen, fresh, and surface. Many people feel as if there's a limited supply of water on Earth. What do you guys think? Do you think that water is just a limited supply? Actually, the truth is, water only makes up a small portion of the Earth. It does make up 71% of Earth's surface, which sounds like a large amount, but the entire Earth, it only makes up a small portion. Humans live off of fresh water, which is actually the smallest portion of Earth's water. It is crazy to think that we don't just have an unlimited supply of our drinking water. The ocean holds about 97% of Earth's water. The remaining 3% is distributed in many different places, including glaciers, ice below the ground, in rivers, lakes, and in the atmosphere. We did a lesson on seeing the Earth's water in a visual. We did so by using graduated cylinders and cups. Our students on Tuesday did so by creating a percent value using a mathematical equation. So we used a 1 liter graduated cylinder. 1 liter is made up of 1,000 milliliters. So remember earlier I said that 97% of Earth's water is oceans, which is salt water. So, in order to figure out how much water we needed in our graduated cylinder, we did an equation that is 1,000 times 0.97, which 0.97 is our percent that we are looking for, which equaled 970. Therefore, we knew that we needed to fill our cylinder up with 970 milliliters. To figure out how much fresh water is in Earth, we took 1,000, which was our starting point, and subtracted it by 970, which we got 30. So I will show you an example of the students' work from Tuesday. So here you can see that salt water makes up a large portion compared to fresh water. Like I said earlier, fresh water is the water that we live off of, plants live off of, animals live off, and we all share that little amount of water. Fresh water is broken into 3 different parts. If you remember correctly, I said there are 5 different types of water: fresh, salt, ground, frozen, and surface. So when we broke our fresh water down into 3 parts, this is what we got. As you can see, the surface water is close to the frozen water, but frozen water is a little bit more full. The groundwater, sorry. And the surface water has only a little drop. So, as you can see, our water is distributed in a variety of different ways. And some fun facts, 2.5% of Earth's water is actually unavailable. It's unavailable because it's stored in glaciers, polar ice caps, and other places that humans cannot access. 3% of Earth's entire water is freshwater. As you can see, we broke up our freshwater, but it's such a little amount compared to the regular amount of salt water, and we have to share it. And then 0.5% of Earth's freshwater is unavailable as well. So I'd like to end with asking you some review questions to get you thinking about what we learned. The students on Tuesday completed a Kahoot, but I would like for you to think of these questions and make sure that you can answer them. So what percent of Earth's water is made up of salt water? What 3 types of water fall under the category of fresh? What types of water do plants survive off of? And what was the equation for finding a percent? I'd like for you guys to think about those and write them down for me, and we will review more later. Thank you.